Doug and Kylie had a whirlwind romance in year as they got together one January, got engaged in May, had Ella in July, and got married in December. And they were perfect for each other. Doug was the type of guy that always said what was on his mind. You always knew where you stood with him. He was very funny, a jokester, and he was very kind and gentle with their kids. He loved fishing, riding his bike, motorcycles, cornhole, playing a bit of frisbee, golfing, bowling, and working on cars. Doug was most well known amongst his friends for his sense of humor, but also as a guy who would drop everything and help others. When Doug talked about getting out of the military, he had ambitions to become a truck driver because he was certified in almost every military vehicle you can drive, even hazmat vehicles, which would have made it easy for him to transition to and have his pick of types of trucks to drive as his career. Doug also always wanted to go skydiving, but never got the chance. James is still excited about the potential opportunity to do so. What his family wants you to know more than anything about Doug, especially his kids, was how kind and gentle he was. Doug was just 26 when he was killed serving his country. Kevin was the funniest and most charismatic person you could ever meet. He shined in any room he went into. He brought people together. He wanted to be the smartest and funniest person people knew and wanted it to be the very first thing people knew about him. He was best friends with all of his and Mei Ling's neighbors. He'd often come home after work and just head over to the neighbors because he was such a social guy and a fun one, as Mei Ling puts it. In addition to being known as funny, he was also known for being athletic. He had played basketball and was the team's captain, played lacrosse. He was not good at surfing or playing golf, but he was really good at so many other sports and had a knack for bringing teams together. Being from Massachusetts, Kevin loved New England. His friends knew well that he loved Boston, knew his loud Boston mouth well, loved the Red Sox and the Patriots. At one time, Kevin did show some interest in bringing a new app to the market for iPhones when they first came out, but he loved his job so much that he didn't know what else he'd ever want to do when he got out. Kevin's family wants you to know that Kevin was the type of guy that loved learning, loved going fast on his motorcycle, and motorcycles in general. He wasn't just a Navy SEAL. He had such a great big personality. He was just the coolest guy you'd ever want to meet, and not someone you could just put in a nutshell to even begin to describe all that he was. And he deserves to be remembered. Kevin was just 35 years old when he was killed.